35-23, 3rd and 3. We go play action this time, faking the run. That means Joey Hill's wide open, and that is the dagger.
Oh no, I just left the bank, but I think I need some more. Tryna fuck me on the first link, can we take it slow? I be running out the back by the time they at the door. How you go behind my back? You supposed to be my bro. Fuck this bitch last night, but I swear I didn't know. Throw her on my name, they ain't know that I would grow. Take a trip to get the drugs, every time it's for the low. Stacey wants some new shoes, swear that's all she care about. Brody rolled the window down when it's time to air it out. Put his homies on, and he only did it for the clout. We both in the field, but I had to take a different route. Molly some dough right on the lip, but then I'm getting out. You say you ballin', but at the game you setting out. If I ain't got a mill, there's nothing to get lit about. I know it's harder to succeed when your head full of doubt. Oh no, my Brody turn always fall asleep on the phone. Prayed for a bed when I used to sleep on the floor. Already started.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Georgia Tech Dynasty. Appreciate you guys tuning in today. As always, I'm John Eads. Be sure to like the video, sub to the channel. What you might be wondering is where's my face? And yes, I'm okay. I got my wisdom teeth actually taken out this week, finally. But I cannot do anything like super high energy, so I'm just recording this after the fact. I appreciate you guys sticking with it, though. I'll be back in a couple of episodes normally. Just need to take the week and chillax. Here's the ACC Coastal standings. Virginia now in 3rd place. They have 3 losses. They've lost back-to-back games after beating us. I don't know how that's possible. Super close games, mind you, to Pitt and Duke after beating us and really exploding 49-42. So that's crazy. Kind of just a outlier type win, I guess. We, of course, recently beat Miami in a game that we really needed to have, one that came down to the wire. 38-31, the final score there. Be sure to check it out if you missed it. So now we are in sole possession of first place in the ACC standings, 8-1. And as long as we win against Pitt or Virginia Tech, our next game, we, I believe, should go to the ACC title against what should be Boston College. Here's a look at the sliders I use: 8-minute quarters, Heisman, speed threshold at 0. All the info for this stuff is in the description below. It's the Jared 21 sliders. Here's the user and CPU numbers. Super tough. Got some really close competitive games this year, and in the past I have as well. It's really been a roller coaster type season. Every single game since really the first couple of games has been super close, super tight. This one might be the same today, but Lee Corso picking us in this matchup, and Pittsburgh's really just a mediocre team, it looks like on paper, from everything I can tell. They don't do anything necessarily super good. They haven't beaten anybody good either. Close loss to UNC. They lost to a Syracuse team that we also played in a crossover battle. They did beat Virginia, though, so that we can't say we have in common. They beat them by a field goal. We, of course, lost our lone loss of the year, but rebounded with back-to-back wins and great games, too. Duke and Miami literally down to the final seconds. You're going to want to watch those games if you missed them. And if you like watching me lose, definitely watch Virginia as well. We don't lose very often on this channel. Hopefully we don't lose anymore the rest of the season. Pittsburgh's offense, yeah, quarterback's mediocre at best. Running backs, okay. And the receiving game, not much to write home about. Here's our numbers. Earl Edwards, closer and closer to 3,000 yards. Chris Grant, probably over 1,000 today. And Sean Brown, how about the game he just had? 7 catches, 124 yards. And then James Flanagan leading us with 60 tackles. Noah Miller, 6 sacks. Would love some more production from those two today. Let's get back into it. Let's get another win. Let's go. All right, we're on offense here to open the game. 3rd and 7, early adversity, and we hit the in route to Sean Brown. I mean, you guys have been following along all season. You know Sean Brown is Mr. 3rd down. Perhaps we go to him again here. 3rd and long. Once again, hit brings pressure, and it gets home. Edwards can't get the pass off. If you've also been watching all year, you know our offensive line is not that good, and there's another case of that. Now Pittsburgh, first possession, picked off. Matt Thomas, the free safety, reads the curl route, snares it, and we got great starting field position. This guy is quickly becoming one of my favorite safeties ever. So that sets us up with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Screen play to start. We hit the big tight end, Joey Hill. He's inside the 10 for an easy gain of 12 yards. Can we go back to him here? Edwards over the middle, caught by Hill again. Back-to-back catches, this time for a touchdown, and we have the early lead. All right, so defense back on the field. They quickly force a third down. It's just a 3rd and 4, and that's easily converted by Pittsburgh. Easy little curl route to the far side of the field. We really struggled to find our consistency this game defensively. Now another 3rd down. Again, it's a short one, so an easy conversion. I tried to drop back into zone in these situations, but that clearly didn't work. We go man-to-man, 1st and 10, fumble, and we got it! Washington scoops it up. He's got a blocker behind him, but he's so freaking slow. He's caught up to and dragged down at the 30, but we will take the strip sack no less. That's the 2nd turnover we forced in just 2 possessions. Been waiting for my defense to force some turnovers all year, and we get them just like that back-to-back. Now a chance for a big play on 1st down. We got Sean Brown, and he scores! Sean Brown, one of the toughest covers in college football. You see again why right there, but Pittsburgh's ensuing possession, a big run on 1st down. We are probably one of the worst tackling defenses in the country, I have to tell you. Full display today. Play action pass, wide open Cam. I mean, Phil Jackson just got exposed there. Great tackler, but not great in coverage for a 92 overall linebacker. That's back-to-back big plays. Now a chance for a bend, don't break situation for the defense. 3rd and 6, but they convert the slant route, and nobody tackles him. Again, we just cannot tackle dudes in open space. All right, so Pittsburgh responds. It's something they certainly needed to have, and now the onus is back upon the offense. And to this point, we have not been able to run the football. We lost 2 yards on 1st down, but we come back and pass it. Nelson open on the out route against the zone coverage. That's a 23-yard pickup. So really, our offense has been fueled by the passing game. We check out of the run again here because Pitt's stack in the box. Brown on a deep route. Edwards wants to try him, and it's picked off. Probably ill-advised, threw into double coverage, and return to about midfield. I mean, that's a situation where you throw it up for one of your best receivers. You think he can make a play, but a better play by the safety, Chris Hills. So now Pittsburgh on a drive trying to tie the game. 3rd and 4. We switch to the man defense because zone isn't working. But man doesn't work either. Bell, the star player, open on an in route. And our corners really have struggled all year. Ryan Wood, who's supposed to be an NFL corner, and Will Smith, who is... well, he should probably be an actor because he's not going to be an NFL corner. 3rd and 4 picked up again by Pittsburgh. 3rd and inches now, a zone blitz from us, but an easy route open over the middle. Thomas gets there, but too late, and that's a slant touchdown. Pittsburgh back-to-back scores, ties the game up at 14. Crazy how the game of football can change, within actual games. We go up 14-0. Pittsburgh strikes back and scores 2 in a row. Now we come back and score. Nelson on a hot route down the sideline. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown.
Probably take him. Grinding to just get a meal ticket. Drop 200s and it made me feel different. When I'm driving the foreign, it's still different. When I'm turning the corners and wheels drifting. Now I get money, my meal's different. I pray to God and I heal different. I know my bro dead, but he's still living. About the ice on my wrist, so I chill different. Grinding to just get a meal ticket. Drop 200s and it made me feel different. When I'm driving the foreign, it's still different. When I'm turning the corners and wheels drifting. Now I get money, my meal's.
We're not really known as a big play offense, especially this year, so that's certainly a positive sign, but our defense just continues to get gashed. I mean, we forced those 2 early turnovers, but since then have really struggled to settle in. Here's a 2nd and 10 option, and Thomas is lost. He had no idea where he was going there. Tough, play to stop because you got the 2 options. He could pitch it, but certainly got to make that tackle or at least force the pitch. 3rd and 3, QB little stonewalls him. Oh, baby, he's having a heck of a season at strong safety. Creeps up, lays a lick on him. Now it's 4th and inches. We check to the cover 1. It's man-to-man, and Little can't keep his defender from making that catch. Gain of 3 yards. That moves the chains, but still a chance to get off the field. Back to the draw, and we stop it. This time it's Thomas coming forward to make a tackle, teaming up with McCoy, and the defense bends but doesn't break. That's just a field goal. So 21-17. 2 minutes left in the first half. 3rd and 3. Edwards Directing traffic, goes to the play-action pass, finds Sean Brown for a first down. That's a 14-yard pickup. But look at Pittsburgh, just not letting us run the football till now. Dante Simmons finds the blocks, bounces it outside. He's down to the 15, down to the 10, stiff arms a man, and finally brought down at the 8. 36-yard gain. That's certainly our longest run of the season. Now it's 3rd and goal. Waning stages of the first half, down to 10 seconds. Edwards, corner route, bang! Sean Brown, you can't cover him in the red zone. (28-17) at the half. Now we're into the 3rd quarter. It's Pittsburgh ball to start. We're in the zone here. Callahan somehow stays up and throws a rope to Rodgers. No, the quarterback got hit by his own offensive lineman there. I think if that was us, that would have been a sack. But anyways, 3rd and 4. Keep for Callahan. He breaks one tackle. Jackson comes over and cleans up Little's mistake. That's a stop on 4th down. Now the offense gets it back. Jet motion, handoff, Grant finds a whole lot of space up to midfield and finally dragged down there. 20 yards on the carry, one of our best of the season. We're finally finding some holes in places to run and gash this defense. 8 more for Grant there, solid drive. Knocking on the door of the red zone right at the 20-yard line. Drag route's open, but it's picked off. I have never seen that before. My live reaction to this play was absolute astonishment. I have never seen a defensive end pick off a drag route like that. I mean, that was just an unbelievable play, one you just have to tip your cap on. So, instead of points and a bigger lead, it's 28-17, and here comes Pittsburgh. Smash route open to Lewis, breaks one tackle, and is over midfield just like that. Just more examples of that poor tackling by our defense. 3rd and 1, passing forward, off though. Callahan sacked. James Flanagan, our other linebacker, in to make the play. His 8th tackle of the game, 2nd CFL. We hold them to a field goal. So an 8-point lead. Downfield shot. Guess who? It's Nelson again. His 2nd deep strike of the game and his 2nd touchdown. We're back up 15. And with that pass, Earl Edwards ties the Georgia Tech school record with 5 passing touchdowns. No doubt about that one.
Oh no, I just left the bank, but I think I need some more. Trying to put me on the first link. Can we take it slow?
So we're in control. It's 35-20. Defense in the man-to-man. Pittsburgh needs some points, and quickly. He's got all day to throw. Still, I mean, this is like Caleb Williams at USC. We almost came back to make that play with Jackson. I was trying to bait him up and pick it off. When you got time like that, I hope you find a receiver open. 3rd and 9, they convert again. I got burned there one-on-one, simply put. Tough cover against those tight ends. But now 3rd and 12. Almost to the end of the 3rd quarter. They complete a pass, but it's short, and again, the defense gets a stop. Pittsburgh settles for a field goal. That may have been the difference of the game. 3 different times our defense holds and forces them to take 3 and not get 6 or 7. Grant with a nice carry on 4th and 1. Here it is again. 4th and 1. Got the wing, breaks the tackle. Easy work. I mean, 4th and 1, we're going to Chris Graham because he's always going to get the first down. Here's a 3rd and 2. Same situation. Split zone. Ducks a tackle, runs by another. I don't know how he got 4 yards out of that play, but he found a way to, eat that, Panther. Yellow Jackets rule in this game. 35-23, 3rd and 3. We go play action this time, faking the run. That means Joey Hill's wide open, and that is the dagger. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and the 6th passing touchdown of the game for Earl Edwards. That's a new school record. He's definitely going to want to keep that football. Edwards takes a knee, and we take the win in Acrisure Stadium. The W on the road for Georgia Tech. Earl Edwards, of course, your player of the game. An unreal performance. Certainly one to be happy about. Really happy with the performance from Edwards. I mean, just a sophomore. 89 overall. He is way ahead of schedule, just showing you the flashes of how good he can be. in his 3, maybe 4 years at Georgia Tech. 4 incompletions today. He had more passing touchdowns than he had incompletions today. And we kept him off his back, just 1 sack. Chris Grant was efficient, especially in that second half. Pittsburgh did not let us run the football at all. They stacked the box all day, but he got 96, over 5 per carry. Nelson, what a game for Thomas Nelson. 6 catches, 184 yards, 15 per catch, 90 yards after the catch, 2 touchdowns. Sean Brown had 2 as well, as did Joey Hill, and Brown had a great game too. 6 catches for 83 yards, but Nelson stole the show today. He was really a thorn in the side of the Pittsburgh secondary. Defensively, James Flanagan, Phil Jackson are leaders in tackles, and that's kind of how it is every game because they're the best 2 players we have in our team, really, from an overall standpoint. Michael Huggins made a nice play, though. Had a TFL and what was a sack. I think that was the one where the fumble was forced, and we had a ton of TFLs today from a whole choir of guys. 2 sacks. Hope we can get some more moving forward as well, and I hope Huggins just continues to make some plays. The pick for Thomas on that curl route, that was a user pick. We love those, and deflection today. Team stats-wise, pretty even game, honestly. What this really came down to was who kicked more field goals, and Pittsburgh kicked more field goals today. Even turnovers, and we dominated time of possession. So really got to give a shout-out to the defense for how they played. And here's some more good news. David Johnson commits to Georgia Tech, 68 overall running back. 3-star. Now, here's the situation for us. Our class was already full. We had 14 spots. We already filled it with the 14. Johnson is our 15th commitment in the class, and I looked at our roster. The only underclassman or non-senior that could go pro is Chris Grant, and that's a likely possibility, but as of right now, we are 1 over the limit, and I didn't even really mean to have Johnson come in. I took all the points off all the recruits, despite what you're about to see. I don't know why the game does this. They automatically put points on dudes. But we're taking all the points up. We probably got to boot them off the board, too, because we certainly cannot take any more guys in the recruiting class after this. But let's go ahead and kick those guys off just so we don't have any more double commitments. Certainly nice to have Johnson. We'll look at his numbers in a sec. He's got really freaking good speed at the running back spot that we don't really have right now. Chris Grant's like an 85 speed guy. Johnson's known for his speed. Pipeline State, 5'9", 176 from Georgia. Look at that, 94 speed, 84 acceleration, really good agility. His elusiveness could go up, it certainly will, while he's in college. And he can catch the ball well, too. So, I mean, David Johnson, just like the NFL version of David Johnson, could be a great scat back for us, and he just adds to our recruiting class, which is still #1 in the country. So, not a commitment I was necessarily expecting, but one I'm certainly not going to be mad about, and a great way to end the episode. So, we go to Pittsburgh, we get our 2nd straight win, one that we certainly needed, and I think with that win, we clinched the ACC Coastal Division over Miami. So we're 9-1, #7 in the country. Defense really stepped up big in the second half, and I mean the offense was great. Earl Edwards was spectacular, school record performance, and I'm really happy with that performance. Next up for us is Virginia Tech on the road, and we finish with another road game. We've been on the road literally the entire month of November, and it's very difficult to do that, but we're going to continue to try and just stack up these wins and keep them on coming because, you know, we got big aspirations. ACC title, of course, and college football playoff as well, and we'll hopefully take another step towards those goals in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in. Like the video, sub to the channel. Appreciate all of your support as always. We'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.